In school, we learn to spell, to share, to make friends. It is where we first learn how to find our place in the world and how the world is supposed to work. It's easy for many kids, but not for all of them. Some children come to school with behavioral deficits and out-of-control behaviors which in many cases are their response to a world they are having trouble figuring out. How do you break through to a child like this without making the problems worse, without disrupting the classroom? How do you break through in a lasting way that teaches them what they can do and why they should do it, instead of just what not to do? First Step Next is a Tier 3 collaborative home and school intervention for children with challenging behaviors. Rooted in research, First Step Next shifts the classroom, teacher, and student to a positive mindset. Unlike other interventions whose focus is on the student only, First Step Next enlists the parent, behavior coach, and classroom as part of the solution. The environment around the student transforms, and First Step Next's green card game removes verbal conflict and negative attention-seeking behavior from the classroom. The Department of Education's Institute of Educational Sciences has found substantial evidence for First Step Next efficacy in achieving positive outcomes for behaviorally at-risk children in the primary grades. But the true evidence of effectiveness is found in the real testimonials of teachers, coaches, and paraprofessionals who are using First Step Next today.
The reason First Step works so well is you're using the three most powerful change agents in a kid's life, which is the teacher, the classroom teacher, the parents, and then the peer group.
We have seen a huge turnaround with First Step as far as behavior and just getting the children to focus on what they are supposed to be focusing, and just their interactions with the other children we've seen great progress with that.
I would definitely recommend First Step Next to other pre-K classrooms, no matter what kind of classroom it is. EC, SE, blended, PFA, it will work across the board. But I would recommend it just simply because it works. It does not interfere with your day. It's very simple. Once you know how to do it, you will want to do it all the time. You'll do it and you won't even know you're doing it. It becomes very natural.
If I did not meet the kids prior, myself, and had a visual myself, I wouldn't believe that these kids had these behavior in the beginning.
It teaches students how to behave. It teaches them what your expectations are in a way that they can understand. So I would tell them to use it. And I would tell them it's not hard to use either.
This program, because of the simplicity of it and just the immediate feedback, could really benefit a lot of special ed students.
I found it very easy to implement. It was kind of naturally fit into our day, and I could see us using it in the future when we come up with these behaviors. The First Step Next program helped me feel like I could get through the day.
So much of the program is teaching us about good teaching skills and about how to reinforce appropriate behavior. So some of the principles that we know about good behavioral support put into step-by-step process with some materials to help facilitate it.
So many positive changes. Decrease in challenging behavior is by far number one. Following directions across the board was a major issue. I have seen growth in all the students that I've worked with as far as following directions. But for me, I really enjoyed seeing how their socialization turned around. You would have a kid that everyone was afraid of. He was aggressive. He was angry all the time. No one wanted to play with him. Now they invite him to play. They say, come play with us. Come join our group. Come do this. And the kid lights up. It's a new kid.
So it worked. I would do it again. Definitely.